The next step in the collar, we have the collar attached, sitting ready to go. We now have to put the collar band, attach the collar band facing to the shirt. And so the collar band facing is attached, right side of collar band facing to inside of shirt. Okay? So your shirt is actually sandwiched in between your collar band, which has been interfaced, and your collar band facing, which is the piece that was not interfaced. And then your shirt is sandwiched in between. And so you pin those together, and I have pinned this again so that it has center back is matched up, my notches match up. But this collar band, again, has to go around your neck, just like your sleeve had to go around your wrist. So we have to allow for the turn of cloth. And so we are going to pull out the collar band facing, and we're going to pull it out a little bit further than we pulled out the cuff. The cuff we were pulling out about 1/8 of an inch, and this we're going to pull out about 3/16 of an inch. So we're going to go a little bit further. And we're going to pull it out just center front there again, and we're going to pull it out again center front there, so that it's pulled out to allow this collar to roll around the person's neck as they wear it. Okay? Now remember, when we stitched the collar band, we started and stopped right at that edge. We are going to literally sew right on the top of our same stitching, and so we're going to put this under the machine, and you drop the needle literally right in this on the same stitching line, the same hole where you started and stopped. And because this fabric is dark and it's tough to see the thread, I actually stuck a pin where that stitching was so I could see it as we were filming it here. And then you are going to sew again 5/8 of an inch, literally right on top of that same stitching line. Okay, so as you're sewing along, you are going to continue, and you're going to just literally follow that stitching line where you have already sewn. And that was why when we talked, when we just did that step before, said it's very important that you stay straight, that you stay on 5/8, because that becomes your guideline for stitching the second piece. Periodically reach up underneath, make sure that collar band facing is laying flat, because you have quite a bit of bulk here. You have several layers of fabric. And that collar band facing is a fairly thin layer compared to your interfaced collar band, the 2 layers of your yoke that you have there. And so you want to make sure that all those layers of fabric don't overpower that portion of collar band facing sitting there on the bottom. And again, because this has been favored, that collar band facing is being stretched a little bit. So I'm going to hold in front and behind again to maintain that stretch. As I sew across it. And then when you get to the opposite side, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to sew right to that tip again, and I marked it with a pin so I would know exactly where it was since my fabric is dark. I'm going to sew right to that point. Attaching that collar band facing. Okay. When you sewed your collar band to your shirt, you sewed the bottom of the band first. When you sew the collar band facing, you sew the bottom of the collar band facing first. And again, there's that pin that was telling me that was the right side of my fabric, so I knew I had the right side of my band to the wrong side of my shirt. Check for tucks. Make sure that it lays smooth, that all your rows of stitching are hidden up inside. If you missed, you'll see the stitching from the first one down below. So make sure you've got it out inside there. Make sure both sides are favored. And if both sides are favored, you are now ready for the next step.